Hello everyone, welcome back to FightEdge channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys. Well-known promoter Eddie Hearn, representing the interest of British boxer Anthony Joshua, said that his client will fight with American Deontay Wilder in 2024. In my opinion, this fight will take place 100% in the first half of 2024, perhaps until the beginning of spring, Hearn said. The best coach of 2022, American Derrick James, failed to confirm his status. This year, his top warrior suffered painful defeats. Errol Spence, Jermell Charlo, or even turning on the back and refused a previously agreed fight, Frank Martin. At some point, it seems that James might lose a very money fighter who recently joined him, British heavyweight Anthony Joshua. Such rumors have recently appeared because it became known that AJ is now training with Ben Davison, the ex-coach of his antagonist Tyson Fury. Has Joshua gone to ex-coach Fury? The promoter of the star fighter Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing even had to explain. Everything is simple here. AJ with James, this is 100%. But Ben is a fantastic coach, and it is very important that Ben and Anthony are very similar, about the same mindset. You know, Joshua is one of those who can't sit around for long. Moreover, there is still a possibility that he will fight in December, and if so, it was logical to spend a couple of weeks usefully, that is, to prepare for the start of a full-fledged camp with Derrick. Eddie Hearn claims that Joshua gets along well with Davison. They talk a lot, so AJ wanted to do some preliminary training with him before going to a full-fledged camp with James. Having defeated Robert Helenius on August 12 in London, the British ex-world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua cleared his way to the mega fight against another ex-heavyweight champion American Deontay Wilder. The contract for their fight has not yet been signed, but negotiations are continuing, and if everything works out, Anthony and Deontay will fight in Saudi Arabia in the winter. Wilder by knockout, Shakur Stevenson replied. I like Joshua, but now he looks lost. He looks like a man who is looking for someone who will help his career. But it seems to me that only he himself can do it. The famous American promoter Bob Arum boldly announced his vision regarding the upcoming fight between the American ex-world heavyweight champion WBC Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I have no doubt that Wilder will knock Joshua out in their fight. But I have one question for myself, namely, in which round Wilder will do it. Many people may object to me, and I accept the opposite point of view, but only as a sign of respect for others. But my position regarding this fight has already been announced, and I have no reason to change my point of view. They will be released in December, and Wilder will do his job. Apparently, this is how it will be, because Joshua's last fight with Robert Helenius showed that Joshua is not ready for such an extreme fight, which Wilder will definitely arrange for him. No matter how much Eddie Hearn praised Joshua in his last fight, there was nothing that Eddie Hearn talked about, namely his perfect defense and excellent counterattack. But I will say this, that Joshua still has the opportunity to defeat Wilder, but only under the condition that Joshua will not run away, but will accept a 100% frank exchange of blows with Wilder. Even if Joshua doesn't come out victorious with this approach, the fight will turn out to be exciting in any case. And in this, Joshua can win tactically by regaining his former glory. After all, victory is not as important as the duel itself, and if both of them distinguished themselves in a special way, then the loser won in some way. I remember one interview in 1999 with Mike Tyson. Then Mike had to fight Francis Botha, and an independent reporter asks Mike what if he and Francis Botha lost, like he won the Holyfield, or the fight would not go the best way, to which Mike sensibly replied, "What's the difference? The main thing is the fight. After all, we are still fighting regardless of the result itself. Alright, the main thing is the fight, and everything else is just the resulting cases, which are nothing more than just a consequence of the duel that took place. Therefore, Joshua can still claim good fights. But only if there is a second breath, which will stimulate the appetite for good fights even more than usual, leaving himself completely in them. To be honest, I have never liked the boxing style that Anthony Joshua shows, and I find it not practically interesting for myself. But this is my subjective perception and paying attention to the reality that lives outside of my perception. I will say that Joshua is a skilled boxer and he fights exactly as his psyche allow him. In general, in my opinion, the most ideal way out of the situation in which Joshua found himself is the third duel with Andy Ruiz and defeating him more convincingly than in their second meeting in order to properly consolidate his position. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.